I was suddenly summoned over a call from the CEO and hastily headed to the company. Opening the door, I found the president of a client company standing there. Then he coldly smirked. "You just lost $500 million. My name is Mike Johnson. I work at a Nike company. I joined this company right after college, and I'm now 32. I've been diligently working hard. Even when I get a girlfriend, my job keeps me so busy I hardly have time, and we end up breaking up. Marriage seemed like a far-off dream. Truly a workaholic. Well, thanks to that, I've now been entrusted as a project leader. I've got subordinates who look up to me too."
Mike, about your request. How about something like this?
"Oh, impressive. Looks good. The only thing that concerns me is this detail here. Could you compile the data once more?
Leave it to me.
This project is a major one for our company. If successful, it would yield substantial profits. Not just the employees, even the CEO was putting a lot of effort into it."
This project cannot fail. Be mindful of that. Especially you, Mike. You are the leader of this project, so make sure you handle it properly.
Understood. I toast bread in the morning and eat it with fried eggs and crispy bacon. The half-cooked yolk melting is irresistible. I try to spend my mornings rather leisurely like this. I get ready as usual and check my appearance in the full-length mirror. The progress on the new system is going well. I'm heading to work today, pumped up as usual. Days go by, and the new system was completed as planned. And finally, the project reached the crucial day of its unveiling. The morning bread toasted nicely, and the egg yolk was a perfect half-cooked. The bacon ended up a bit too crispy, but no problem. The real problem is this uneasiness in my heart. It's been like this since the alarm went off, and I got up. Even trying to spend the day as usual, I can't stay calm. I'm so nervous. What should be a leisurely breakfast time was somewhat hectic today. Before leaving home, I meticulously check my appearance in the mirror. I tighten my tie and fix my hair. The face reflecting in the mirror looks so stiff. I inadvertently smiled. I distract my unrelenting nervousness with my favorite music while driving to the company at the legal speed limit. I just went for license renewal recently, so I'm being more conscious of the signs and rules while driving. Being mindful of what might happen while driving, I cross the tree-lined street with utmost caution. A small intersection. While waiting for the light, something caught my eye. Someone seems to be crouching on the road. Appears to be a girl around 10 years old. She was wearing a uniform from a nearby prestigious private elementary school. Even if I remember correctly, that's a well-known elite school. Even for me, who is not very well informed about such things, I vaguely know where the school is located, as it is quite famous. No matter how you think about it, the distance from here to the school seems a bit far. Moreover, it seems like it would take a child roughly 20 minutes to walk. Concerned, I parked my car in a nearby parking lot and decided to check on the girl. "What's wrong?" I try to speak gently so as not to alarm her. That being said, I'm an adult man. She probably has been strictly educated not to talk to strangers. The little girl remains silent, looking down. This is tough. I feel uneasy about leaving her alone, so I decide to stand by her side. As I absent-mindedly observe the girl, I realize she is about the same age as my niece. My niece always proudly shows off her belongings. Remembering that, I compliment the shoes the girl is wearing. Those shoes are cute. I like the beads on the laces. Then, the little girl nods slightly. Oh, she nodded. Is that key holder a character that transforms into a cute uniform? I asked tentatively, as it resembled a character my niece adores.
Yes. It's cute.
I felt thankful for my usually noisy and attention-seeking niece. I should buy her a plushie of this character next time. The girl, although reserved, is responsive. Maybe now she would tell me what's wrong. I ask her again, "What's wrong? If you keep sitting here, won't you be late for school?" Then, the girl looks at me.
I suddenly felt unwell.
She answers with a pale face. Seeing her clearly, I realize this is serious. I hurriedly asked for her home contact information. "What's your name? Do you know your home contact details?" The girl slowly pulls out a notebook from her bag. A notebook with lots of sparkling stickers. It has a name, a phone number, and a message from her mother written in it.
Amanda, if you feel unwell, show this to an adult. It read.
I dial the number written there on my cell. The one who answers is the girl's mother. After explaining the situation, it's decided that her mother will come to pick her up. It must have been about 30 minutes before her mother arrived. I kept her company. I move her to the shade and buy her a sports drink from a vending machine, and she thanks me properly. She skillfully opens the bottle cap and drinks. Her pale face seems to be getting a little better. While drinking canned coffee next to her, I try to entertain her with my exaggerated tales of bravery. The story that was a hit with my niece seemed to amuse this girl as well, making her chuckle. "By the way, your name is Amanda, right? I saw it written in the notebook." Amanda nods quietly. "I have a niece about your age, Amanda. She also likes sparkling stickers and that character. Maybe if we meet again, you two can play together." Amanda nods with a smile. Good. Her complexion is much better. Around the time she seemed to have completely let her guard down around me, her mother arrives in a car.
Oh, Amanda, you look better than I thought.
It's because this gentleman helped me.
Hearing this, Amanda's mom turns to me and bows her head repeatedly, saying, "Thank you so much for helping my daughter." Amanda too is expressing her gratitude along with me. What a polite child she was. As she left, Amanda stuck a shiny sticker onto my hand. "Oh, you're giving this to me?" Her eyes sparkling, she nodded enthusiastically. Amanda's smile was heartwarming.
Now, Amanda, just to be safe, let's go to the hospital. Get in the car.
Then, after getting the little girl into the car, "May I ask for your name, if that's all right?" I was asked. I smoothly handed my business card from my inner pocket to her mother. It would have been cool if I said something like it's not a name worth remembering, but I realized this after parting ways with Amanda and her mother and was on my way back to my car. Relieved that I could safely hand the little girl over to her mother, I was about to go to work when I glanced at the clock and was taken aback. I can't afford to take a break here. The time for the business meeting was fast approaching. I quickly contact the office. I explain the situation. I'm so sorry. I found a little girl crouched down on the road on my way to work, and I might not make it to the business meeting.
What?
I'm really sorry, but can you please have someone from my team stand in for me? I relayed this, and also send a message individually. I'm truly sorry. The necessary documents are on my desk. I'm counting on you. I also hurried towards the company. I run until I reach inside, but the business meeting was already over. I go to ask my subordinates how it went. The documents Johnson prepared were perfect. Thanks to that, the business meeting concluded without any issues. He reported, giving me a thumbs up with a triumphant face. That's good. Thanks, you saved me. The relief was short-lived as I was summoned by the boss. Entering the boss's office, the boss was steaming mad.
Mike, do you realize how important today is for our company? To be late on such an important day. What were you thinking? I just can't comprehend it.
He yelled at me fiercely. I'm truly sorry for being late on such an important day. I apologized sincerely, explaining that I was aiding a little girl on my way to work. However, the boss's anger only heated up more.
So, did you get any money for helping that elementary school girl?
A nasty question. Of course, I answer that I didn't get any money. I did get a shiny sticker, though. The boss sneered.
If this deal went well, our company would have made a profit of $500 million. What kind of fairy tale are you living in, risking that chance to help a girl for free? Do you get it? You should act more with profit and loss in mind. Actions without profit are wasteful.
Mockingly, he rebuked me and finally spat out. We don't need people who can't calculate profit and loss in this company. You're fired. I couldn't agree with such emotional reasoning and inadvertently rebelled. But the business meeting concluded without any issues. Right, I can't accept being fired for that. Isn't that lacking in profit and loss calculation? Did I say it a bit too sharply? But it's true. Sure enough, my words irritated the boss, and he insisted, this is a final decision. There was no more progress in the conversation.
Pack your things quickly and leave immediately.
And so, I really got fired from the company. I packed my things at the company, still unconvinced. I trudged my way back home. The road to the car seemed unusually long. Even my favorite music playing in the company felt annoying. Returning home, nothing has changed. Feeling lost, I browsed through job sites. I never thought I would be let go so easily from the company I had devoted myself to for 10 years. I'm disappointed in the CEO who lost his humanity in the pursuit of profit. It seems my subordinates protested to the upper management when they found out I was fired. However, the decision once made never changed. My co-worker were also unsatisfied with this outcome and were clearly angry. I also received a message from the subordinate I was closest to.
It's unbelievable that you were fired.
Exactly. While reading the messages from my co-worker, I fell asleep before I knew it. The alarm rings, and I hastily wake up, but there's no need for such hurry. Because I don't have a job now. It was when I was lazily looking for job vacancies on a job site while lying in bed. Suddenly, my cell phone rings. The company's number is displayed on the screen. I answer the call with trepidation. Hello, this is Mike. The voice I hear is the CEO's. In a flustered tone, he tells me you have to come to the office immediately. Unable to comprehend the situation, I hurriedly get dressed and head to the office. When I arrive, the president of a major electronics manufacturer, Dawn Electronics, and, surprisingly, Amanda and her mother, whom I helped yesterday, are standing there. Amanda is waving at me. Confused, I wave back at Amanda and nod to her mother. Then, I asked calmly, "What's going on here?" Then, President Palmer of Dawn Electronics explains the situation. President Palmer seemed to like the system we unveiled yesterday, and he was apparently considering its implementation. He came to our company today for a meeting regarding the implementation. I couldn't help but light up, saying, "Really?" Even though I'm no longer an employee of this company. However, with a grim expression, President Palmer informs, "I intend to postpone the implementation." Why? Why is that? After all, it was the system I led as project leader. It's heartbreaking to see it postponed, employee or not. In response to my hurried inquiry, President Palmer looks a bit troubled and says, "It's because you, who helped my daughter, were casually fired." It turns out the elementary school girl I helped yesterday is the daughter of the head of Dawn Electronics. It seems President Palmer found out last night when he went home that his daughter had been helped by me. Since the mother had received my business card, it became clear that I was an employee of OB Engineering. Amazed by such coincidence and gaining a good impression of OB Engineering, President Palmer felt even more excited about the implementation of our system. However, after coming to the company today and finding out that I was fired due to yesterday's incident, his impression of the company plummeted. A company that easily discards its dedicated employees is not trustworthy, he firmly states, and continues,
"You just lost $500 million.
He, with a scoffing and cold manner, delivers the news to the CEO. The CEO desperately tried to explain,
No, please wait. We will revoke Mike's dismissal. We'll even promote him and provide better treatment.
It was clearly just a desperate attempt. President Palmer's decision remains unchanged.
I do not wish for such things. I'm fine."
And then, as I was left bewildered after being fired from OB Engineering, President Palmer personally offered to scout me for his system development department. Of course, the reply was yes. A morning that excites the heart at the beginning of a new life. Today is my first day at Dawn Electronics. Toasting bread and making fried eggs. The bacon, cooked with more enthusiasm than usual, is crispier than ever. Looking in the full-length mirror, I seem unusually lively. Tightening my tie, I left the house. Around the time I started getting used to my new life, I received a message from an old acquaintance.
Mike, how have you been? Let's go for drinks sometime. It's been a while.
Meeting him after such a long time, his facial features seemed more defined, and he was radiant. Apparently, he's already been assigned as a project leader in his new workplace. "Mike, you really are amazing. I wonder if I can become a project leader like you." He said something quite uncharacteristic of him. From what he told me, it seems a lot of engineers resigned from OB Engineering. He was one of them. All the employees who resigned seemed to have grown weary of the president's profit-first principle. Of course, OP engineering took a massive hit as talented personnel left. Performance plummeted drastically. A company is made up of people. It's only natural for a company that can't value people to decline. Dawn Electronics had a corporate culture that prioritized the happiness of its employees. Now, thankfully, I am receiving nearly double the salary from my previous job. I am serving diligently in this company that values people, working peacefully,